Today on DJZ, we'll be transferring the hard drive from the TJ Media Supremo to an SSD from WD Blue, the SA510 SATA SSD drive. This has 560 megabytes for reading, and you can see it is 2.5 inch and used as an SATA drive. Here's the back. You can see it has 5-year limited warranty. This is in the description below as well. This has 1 terabyte, by the way. We'll also be using the Wavelink USB 3.0 dual bay docking station to duplicate the HDD to SSD. So you see here's around the box, not much to see. So we also have a metal bracket for the SSD to put it in the karaoke so it's still. So before you start, make sure your power is off and the plug is unplugged. And you can see on the side over here, you will be having to remove the warranty here. So once you remove that warranty, the karaoke is voided from warranty and you can no longer have warranty covered. So do this at your own risk. So you'll be needing a Phillips screwdriver with a drill bit that works with the karaoke. I do not recommend using a power tool as this could damage the screw and your karaoke, but you can if you want, and it will make the process faster. So here's a drill bit. Like I said, I'm testing it out, make sure it works. So there you go, and that one will work. So let's get unboxing of the SSD first and the Wavelink cloner. So here's the SSD, I'm gonna get unboxed. Here it is. So you see here, it has a Western Digital 1 terabyte WD Blue SA510 SATA SSD 2.5 inch. You can see it has all the model, blah blah blah. You can see here, once you take it out, you can also see all the details about it too. So not much to see here, just a regular. Make sure that you remove that when you put in the karaoke so you don't damage it. So let's put it in. But before we do that, we're going to put that aside and check out the cloner. So this is from Amazon. I think I got it for around $30. So here we go. Here it is. Now it's unboxed. So checking it out. Pretty cool. It's wrapped up in this plastic seal. It has a button there. And it has two trays. One for the source and one for the target. We'll be putting the HDD onto the source and one to the target. So let's get everything out first. So there's this little section down here, like an Apple product. You can see here, you're gonna have your, let's see here, your USB for connecting your cloner to the computer, and here's also your AC adapter. I'm guessing it is 12 volts. And also down here you will have your manual. So now going back to the karaoke, we will begin taking out all the screws. So let's get started. So you can see here, there's some stuff on my karaoke, and I'm checking to make sure that power is off and make sure that the power is unplugged, because sometimes if it's plugged in still, you can mess up the power and cause a shock, and then your karaoke will be killed off. So like I said, make sure nothing is plugged in, make sure that the power is off. And just to remind you that if you tear apart your karaoke, this will void your karaoke player from warranty. So make sure that you don't do that. There's going to be a couple screws in here. There's going to be 2 on each side and a couple in the back. So I'd recommend getting a placemat so that you have a place to put your screws at. So here you can see I put a cotton on the bottom so that my karaoke does not get any damage when I do this. So let's begin on the side with the warranty. So this warranty seems like that it is not like a whole warranty sticker. It is a dismantle warranty sticker, so once you peel it, it doesn't actually tear apart altogether. It stays on there. Later on this video, I tried taking off this warranty by using some soap, some heat, and the easiest way to take it out is with the card and some isopropyl alcohol. So something I do not recommend, and this will make your karaoke look messy. So let's put in this drill bit because I'll fix it later. You can see it's very difficult to try getting off this warranty sticker. TJ Media does not want you to get to this karaoke, as this can damage the system and then make you have to pay for a new system. So like I said, do this at your own risk, and I will speed up this process until we finish unscrewing. Enjoy! So now all the screws are unscrewed. Now to take off the actual top, you have to pull back on the metal plate, and you have to pull really hard, and after you pull really hard, you have to pull up. It's very difficult, and this process gets harder when you put it back. So I'm trying to pull it really hard, it's not pulling, so just need to be patient, pull it really hard, and don't you worry about messing up your karaoke player with this, as long as you don't scratch it. There it is. Now you just have to pull back and pull up, and then once you pull up, you should be able to back it up on the back. Let's see here. Oh, shoot. Okay, there you go. Now it's out. So be careful. I'd recommend putting this in a safe place, something carpet, something soft, so that it doesn't get scratched. So now here's the inside. Here's a hard drive right here. Here's some screws you need to remove. So first, I'd recommend taking out the wires. I'm guessing this is to read the actual hard drive, and then the other one's to power up, since this one goes to the actual power. So here you can see on the bottom there's some same drill bit as you used earlier for taking apart the area around it. You can see there's 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 on the left, 2 on the right, and this hard drive sits on a metal bracket as well. So I'm going to take this out. So after unscrewing, you can put it in a safe place. This is that 1TB WD-10 Pures, and you can see here on the bottom, this is your details from TJ Media, and you can see there's nice bracket for this hard drive. So now after that, we will take out the hard drive from the metal bracket and make sure that we put it in a safe place. I usually put it into like a plastic bag, and make sure not to drop it, as dropping it can damage your hard drive. Oh wait, before we put it away, we need to actually clone it to the SSD. So let's do that. But first, I need to unscrew this, so hold on a minute. So now it's finally out of the bracket. You can see in the back it has some wiring, so do not touch that, as that could damage your hard drive. You can see here it's a Western Digital. It's very nice. So let's put that on the side for right now. So before we continue going on, I want to check out the actual internal of the karaoke player. So this karaoke player is very nice, very constructed really well. So here you can see you have your DreamSam chip for your audio, and you have another one for, I'm guessing, the video. And you can see here's your power area. This goes directly to the karaoke, not like Platinum Karaoke where it goes to power supply. And you can see here's your QR codes that TJ Media puts in the karaoke. Very nice to keep it really organized. You can see also the front over there and all the rest. So next up, we're gonna put in the duplicator or cloner. So you can see here, I have it. You need to plug it in. So you need to have the USB cable, then you also your power cable. Make sure that the power is off before you put in any of your hard drive and SSD, and make sure that you plug in everything first. And you can use your laptop if you want, because after you're done cloning it, you can check out the hard drive or SSD, which in this case it will not work. You also have a USB-C dongle that comes with it too. It depends on your hard drive to SSD cloner. Mine has it, but for this karaoke you cannot see the hard drive or SSD. I've tried it, and you'll be able to get a full detailed response later. So I'm gonna plug this in to the side of the computer real quick. So after that's done, make sure that the power is still off, and you can check by the lights if it's not on. You want to put the hard drive first into the source, and it should be labeled on your cloner. You can see here it says source, and then for your SSD, it's time to take out that sticker. After you take out the sticker, now you can put it in to the target slot. Make sure it's snug in, and make sure that it clicks or it is very tight, and when you pull, it does not let go. As if it lets go, you can kill off your SSD or your hard drive, so make sure that you do it correctly the first time. And you can see here, after it's in, you can power it on. The light should turn on, and make sure that your cables are on correctly, and now you can see that it has the lights on. So just to let you know, this is a long process. This takes around 2 hours. When I was recording this video, it was late at night. That's why you're getting the voiceover today, and this is over a couple days. Well, the transition from hard drive to SSD should only take 2 hours, but in my case, I did kind of mess things up. I did not click the button correctly. You're supposed to hold it on for 3 seconds, and then it should be flashing, and then it should be moving from 25% to 100%. So I'll show you this after I get this correct. So like I said, you have to hold down the middle button for 3 seconds, wait till the lights show up from 25 to 100%. This really depends on your model and the different branding, and also the buttons on your duplicator. So refer to your user manual, as this could change at any time, but the process should be fairly similar. So I'm holding it down for 3 seconds. It hasn't done anything yet, and this was one of the problems I was having. So you have to hold down the middle button for 3 seconds or more until it starts flashing, and then all the lights show up. So here it is, all the lights are showing up. So now it's showing from 25% to 100%. So now you have to wait and let it load until it's ready. This should take around 2 hours, like I said. So see you in a couple hours.
Two hours later.
So now that is completed, and now the SSD is back into the TJ Media Supremo. And now you can see it is off, and all the HDD and the SSD is now removed, and the SSD is now put in the karaoke. So now, if I power it on, you can see it is alive. And this is the first time I actually tried it out at this time. And it was very cool, very enlightening to see it done, because this was a long process. So you can see it says TJ, just to make sure that it works before I plug it into the TV, just to check it again. And you can see it is loading, so that means it is working. And surprisingly, it is a little faster. So we'll look deeper into that and see the difference in speed between the hard drive versus the SSD later in the video. So stay tuned for that. So you can see here it says 100, and now it's probably using boot up screen. So let's wait for that to complete. Give it around 10 seconds or so. You can see, and I'm guessing probably by now it's complete. So just want to give it a little more seconds so that doesn't kill the karaoke. And you can see, yep, that's good. So moving on, here is the actual test from the TV. So after doing that, just want to make sure that works. So let's try the keypad. So that is good. So now let's try out a song just to make sure it works. So let's put in Particle by Eraserheads. So here we go. So not surprised, the SSD does work. So I'm really happy with this process. This upgrade was really worth it for me, at least. And you can see it's really good, it's working, Particle is playing, and the background's working, and you can see all of the system is working, and it's really good. So I'm really pleased with the outcome. So let's stop it, and let's go back to the table. So now we're back, you can see power is off again, and that's unplugged. So now let's put it back together. So let's first start off with the SSD, putting it back into place. So I'm gonna put it in this metal bracket so that's safe. And I realized that you could put it in a hard drive, but it doesn't work like that. So you can see it's sped up. I did a lot of work on this, trying to make it fit into the metal bracket. It worked for the black one because it was specifically designed for it, but for the hard drive one, it did not work. So all of this was a waste of time. You can see I'm trying to put it in. It's not working, it's not fitting. So you can see I had to unscrew it, put it back in. So you can see here I got some warranty stickers. You can see I put some gaffer's tape on it so it stays safe. You can see I can put some clear tape on top of my warranty sticker just to make it look nice and just make sure it's secure. You can see it's very sturdy. So next, let's put up all of this stuff back again so you can see the cover goes back the same way. You can put it in to the top like that. So it's kind of tricky and because you can see it's hard. You have to push in from the top like this. Hold on, like that. There you go. Clicks down. That's it. I got a little scratch on the plastic, but it's okay. So now it's time to put back all the screws. That's it. So, after completing the hard drive to SSD and screaming back the karaoke is now back in action. So now we have the hard drive up here and the SSD in here. We'll be checking out the hard drive versus SSD upgrade and see what the difference is. So let's check that out now.
Together enjoy. Together enjoy.
With the comparison with the hard drive versus the solid state drive, there's really no competition. The clear winner was the solid state drive. The hard drive boot up came up with 1 minute and 8 seconds, while the solid state drive that's in this karaoke right now came in at a solid 56 seconds. That's crazy. The song loading came in around the same timing. I'm just thinking that the solid state drive came in a little millisecond sooner. But I'm guessing with the bigger song, the boot up would have been really fast. So that is it for this video. Stay tuned for my next video coming up soon. We are putting up the TJ Media Supremo versus the Platinum Karaoke Alpha 2 for a fair fight. So stay tuned for that by subscribing, as this might get a little messy. So till next time, this is DJ Z out.